Hey guys, this is TJ Dorian. This is my intro video for Mod 1 of EDL 856. Now, I am married. My wife, her name is Elisa. We have two daughters. Michelle is 5 years old, and Lizzie is 3. I work here in KCK School District at J.C. Harmon High School. I teach American government, American history, as well as economics. Also, I am one of our coaches on the football team. And in terms of what's important for community relations, it's to know your staff, know your students, and know your community. You can't communicate effectively with people if you don't know where they're at or where they're coming from. And in order to be able to communicate effectively, you need to know what their limitations may be. For us, we have a very high Hispanic ESL population, and they're about like 70% ESL. So we need to know all the different languages that our children speak and their families. And any communications that we put out need to be in those different languages so that the parents can be informed. And without knowing our students, without knowing our community, that's just not going to happen. So I think step one in terms of community relations and speaking with your community is knowing who your community is. Now, in terms of how I am going to improve or hope to improve, I'm already using email, Google Classroom, phone, different apps and things like that on the phone to communicate. I want to get into using Twitter or GroupMe or those different social media apps to help communicate with our families, to help our kids learn how to communicate effectively and responsibly before they get out into the real world, and the consequences of their actions are a little bit more real than some of them currently are thinking. And in order to do that, kind of just in reflecting upon this assignment, or I guess getting ready for this assignment, one of the things I kind of thought about was assigning a kid each day that they have to shoot out, if we're on Twitter, they have to shoot out a tweet every day about what's going on in class. If it's a GroupMe chat or whatever the case may be, whatever social media we're using to send out that information and those ideas, to also use it as a way to keep the parents informed on what's going on in class. And also it gives the kids kind of that ownership of the class, and it also helps them to reflect upon their own learning rather than just coming to class, sitting for an hour and a half, and then getting up and leaving. So that kind of gives a little bit of an introduction about me and just kind of finding out where I'm from and kind of how my mind works. I'm very relationship oriented. I think that's there's the old saying that kids don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I always try to kind of take that to heart. And hopefully through this class I'll be able to expand that vision not only from my classroom and my students, but to the community as a whole. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully we have a good semester here and kind of make some interesting connections and learn quite a bit.